and a Tua. Okay, right now.
Got it.
Tonight, are you ready to get covered in film? Because we're coming right now. Joe Morgan, Russell Craigie, Ben Hansen coming at you. High octane assault on your face.
It's a bukkake.
That's right. One of my favorite lines from this movie. I'd let that girl give me AIDS. Wolf of Wall Street. We're doing it. Coming at you. I believe this either was missed or discussed as one of the best drug movies of all time. Not only that,
I think
it's
it was
one of the
discussed.
best debauchery movies of all time. And really, like, Leonardo DiCaprio has a couple milestones in this one. Well worth rating. So, Joe, hit us with it. What do you got for a grade?
Man, fuck this movie. It didn't have nearly enough cocaine in it. Like, I mean,
Just the grade.
cocaine.
Wait, just the
Oh,
grade. Stop.
oh,
No,
my
I'm just
bad.
kidding. Go ahead.
My bad. My bad.
Wait. All right.
Mm,
Oh, wow. Mhm.
Nah, this movie's fucking dope, dude. Boiler Room, lots of other movies similar to it. God, what's that one? The other one about the crash? Doesn't matter. This movie,
Big Short.
Big
Margin
Short,
Call.
that's the one. Margin Call. There. I see Ben's got the notes. This is why he's the host. And I'm just here to tell you
Money
what I feel
punching you in
about
the
this
face.
movie. Yeah,
A
right.
little Snown.
It's it's a B minus. I mean, um, good movie, scripted really well. I like the debauchery. It's different spin on that storyline. I personally feel like DiCaprio should have been on the list for best performances that year. I'd be curious. I'm sure,
He
going to tell us
he was.
who got it. Um, I feel like this was the year it
Russ,
was
get it
debated
pulled up,
whether he
Googler.
shouldn't have got it.
It was Matthew McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh, that's another movie that came up in our previous conversations. Anyways, B minus. I'm not trying to bury the lead.
Got it. Little fun fact about McConaughey in this movie. That's why he's so skinny, is because he's getting done with Dallas Buyers Club. They say you can actually see him starting to put some weight back on during his scenes. Russ, what did you think of
I'd
this
agree with
film?
that.
You
Or
know,
take
it
your
had
time.
a lot of things about it that I am normally not attracted to in a movie, which are like just doing drugs, and that's like the point of the whole scene or whatever. But this movie does it really well, and it is very entertaining, even though it's like very hard for me to relate to from basically start to finish. I would
That's
give this.
interesting.
I think this movie is really well done. All the acting, pretty phenomenal. The story is entertaining and kind of follows along the lines of a true story. And Margot Robbie really makes you question a lot of things about yourself. So I'm gonna give it a minus.
A minus.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Margot Robbie makes you question things about yourself. Like, maybe we shouldn't even get into it. I really love the fact that we owe this movie and the book it was based on pretty much to Tommy Chong. Jordan Belfort serving 22 months in
Seriously?
prison. Yep. Jordan Belfort serving 22 months in prison. Gets a roommate. It's Tommy Chong, who has been entrapped into selling drug paraphernalia over state lines. Jordan Belfort has so many crazy ass stories. Tommy Chong's like, you should put these in a book. Jordan Belfort does it. It becomes a bestseller, and the rest is history. Really interesting that he was ordered to pay back 110 million to his clients that he lost money from. As of 2022, he's paid back 12 million and has a net worth of negative $100 million.
Does he seriously?
Yeah. I mean, the internet said it, so it must be true. Dude, this movie
That's
is a straight up
fantastic.
assault. There's so much drugs, sex, money, debauchery in this movie. It is really a 3-hour long just assault on the senses. Jonah Hill in this movie reminds me of Benicio del Toro in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Although I found, like, whenever Benicio del Toro was on screen, I was nervous for what was going to happen next. That guy was so fucking unhinged. But not so much with Donnie, but definitely Donnie was a complete asshole.
Dude, the married my cousin scene.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No, obviously we'd put him in a
she's like,
special
I'm not gonna let
education and
somebody else.
care
fuck my cousin.
program.
Yeah. Yeah. Come
Dude,
smoke
he
some
really-
crack with me.
From start to finish in that whole dialogue, I'm like, is he just fucking with him this whole time? And like 80% of the way to it, I'm like, oh, he's gonna tell him he's fucking with him this whole time. And by the end of it, you're like, nope, just fucking weird.
Yep.
Just a weird.
I'm not gonna let another guy. Yeah. Fucking yeah, dude, his character's crazy. I have to wonder if the smoking crack really contributes to the elevated use of drugs throughout the rest of his run, at least in the movie. Because generally, if you're going to do crack, from my understanding, you're going to really want to do some more crack and keep on smoking more crack. That's what you're looking for. But when he describes how he keeps himself balanced throughout the day,
no, these were drug connoisseurs,
much
dude.
narcotics.
None of these guys. So that's like the next level of drug user, right? So none of them were bingers, right? They weren't alcoholics. They were drinkers.
They just kept on fucking.
They were drinkers.
Maintained.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It just you wake up, 2 shots of whiskey, 2 beers on the way to work.
Take supplements to keep you at a heightened sense of activity in order to keep up with the world around you.
Yeah.
I want to do some cocaine and trade some stocks, is what I'm saying. This movie's an A. Comes in at 3.16 FPM.
Really? I don't believe that.
Well, I wouldn't either, because there's like 3 different little trivia bits that all give different numbers. So, hey, people out there, just let one guy do the fucking talking already.
Just count how many fucks there are. Jesus, it's not math. It's not rocket science.
569 based on what I'm doing. And I use that number because it ended with 69.
Bada boom boom.
In the beginning, is he blowing coke into that chick's asshole?
No, he's
like,
snorting
what
it.
is he?
He's snorting it off her ass. He's snorting cocaine.
But he's not snorting. He's using his mouth.
He is blowing, and
he is using his mouth.
I had the same thought that Ben did.
I'm like, is he drinking out of her asshole? Because who wants to see that?
This is probably
blowing coke into somebody's asshole to get them all riled up is probably pretty fun.
So this is probably a rough, a crazy time to bring it up. But on levels of how do you guys relate to this movie, I could tell you the benefits of that scene.
Nah, that's all right. Okay. Tell me this.
Riddle me this, Batman.
You've got an almost unlimited supply of money. There is no end to what you've got coming in. What do you think is the first major change in your personality? Because it's going to change.
So for me, selling real estate during the real estate boom and being a licensed realtor and on a much smaller level than this movie, like this movie's $1 million and I'm down here in the 100 scale, just on that level of insanity.
Gotcha. But
people
based on your previous experience.
People around me. Oh yeah. Boats, houses with pools, crazy amounts of drugs, weekend trips. You know, for me, it was houses, a sports car. I did buy a sports car. I did that. That was a thing.
Fiero's not really a sports car, bro.
Nah, I was a Honda S2000, motherfucker. That thing was fast as fuck. I was fast as fuck, bro.
But what's
It's
the
fast as
first?
fuck.
What's the first thing where you're like, you know what? I got some money, so what is it like? I'm gonna do whatever I want. Fuck the little people. Like, what do you think is the first thing?
I'm gonna buy a car that I want, and then I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck I want, wherever I want.
All right,
How do you do that?
off of whoever I want. Russ, what do you think?
I feel like I experience a tiny bit of that now on some level where you get a little bit different around people who aren't on that level. You know? Where
So fuck the little people.
I mean,
That's what it is.
I mean, I've got an eclectic friend group that fits a lot of holes and everything. But I go to the bar and there's like a group of people who maybe I would have hung out with at a certain point in my life, making a different amount of money. And then there's like opportunity opens up for you and working hard gives you realization of different things. And then you see other people not doing some stuff and it's like you got a different level of respect and caring for them. So I wonder if that would grow into something that would turn me into a monster.
So boring.
Ben.
So
Ben.
fucking boring.
Ben.
Jesus Christ, dude.
However,
You're so
Ben,
afraid
what
of
do you-
incriminating yourself. I tell you what, the first thing I do, I'm gonna get a doctor
What
who's
I
gonna
like-
fucking be able to help me live to 100. That's the first thing I do is I invest in somebody who's just like, you got to go live on an island for the next year and lose weight, and then we'll get you started on $30,000 a day worth of pills, or you're never gonna.
You
die.
just can't though.
Wait. You
Wait,
said personality traits, and now you're naming off cool shit. I know exactly what I would do with money. I would
I don't
become
go to the
Henry
doctor
Cavill's best
and I
friend,
should.
and we would just go on Warhammer trips. Warhammer
Okay.
trips all day long around the
I
world.
could see
with
Russ
Henry Cavill.
shouting over the crowd.
would-
My name's Henry too.
Yeah, right.
No.
I immediately see
I
like
would get
the
in that Amazon movie.
first wife and into the second wife. Who is Russ's second wife? Because you're starting off pretty good with the first one. So
How dare
I don't know. It'd be an interesting. I want to watch that movie,
If
but I'd
I'm
probably watch it and demand my money back.
I'm just saying it now. If I'm ever making so much money that I'm developing a new personality trait, my wife got there before me. I'll be following in her footsteps.
Nice.
It happens, man. It happens. I'm
It-
different now
it
from when I
does.
was friggin' $60,000 ago.
True. I love being able to fill up my car with gas at any point and not check my bank account first. That was a early milestone that was like, oh my God, I finally gotten out of being fucking poor.
Oh yeah,
I can
dude.
actually
At one point,
buy
I was
shit
at a gas
if I want.
station in San Jose, 65 miles away from home, and they pre-authorized my card for more money than was in the bank, and the bank wasn't open, and I literally had to friggin' call somebody to bring me money to get gas. Ben,
Dude,
you
when we
went,
were
you went
working
to,
in-
we went and worked at that fucking store, and the truck got towed.
fucking anthropology, bro. Yeah, we had to fucking hike and then try and get a cab, and then we were trying to get the money out of your truck in order to pay the cab.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
that
my
was-
wallet was in the truck, dude. We had like literally
I-
like $3 on us. We hiked like a mile through.
And I
friggin'
think
the
about-
worst
that was
part
some
of
of the
San
most-
Jose.
Yeah, that was some of the most broke I've ever been. I think about how bad it feels that I couldn't be like, dude, you need $20 for this to happen? Here you go. I didn't have it. And I
How
couldn't
did I
find
feel?
it.
Figure I'd be like, Ben, here, carry these tools while we hike to go get my truck because I got you a job for the night. Oh,
It was
my
a good
bad.
hike till we got to that overpass and it was like, oh God, the unknown. But
Dude, we
yeah,
were gonna
nobody's
die. We were so lucky. Couple fucking corn-fed white boys walking through the bad part of San Jose at freaking midnight on a Saturday. That was bad news.
I can
did all
remember. I can remember going to restaurants with my friends and being like, all right, I'm going to order French fries and a beer, and maybe we'll get something to share. And I brought $30 in cash, and like, I'm going to make this, that's what I can do. And living off Top Ramen stir fry with Garrett and Casey, like, that was a thing. And then I remember the first time I ever paid for all of my friends' meals somewhere. It was at Grace's table in Napa, and there were 6 of them. And I did the whole, like, I'll pay for it without them knowing thing. And it was a big deal for my checkbook at the time, but I felt really good doing it. And they were all blown away.
So I want to throw a little surprise segment in because I think Russ hit it on the nose. Like, when was the worst time in your life with no money, and what was the best time in your life with money to this point? Like, to speak about it just for a minute. Like, what was your most broke moment, Russ? Your most broke moment.
It was after I had moved out and I couldn't afford to pay rent, and I didn't want my roommates to know about it. And but I was paying a mortgage on a family house to my mother, and I had to send her the money. This happened multiple times. I'm like tearing up. Send her the money with a note apologizing and telling her how much I loved her and knowing that she would cover me.
Nice.
That was the lowest for
Yeah.
me.
I mean, but a solid life connection there, right? Like, because I know I wouldn't have gotten through my lowest moments without my family.
That's right. You're never poor if you have family and friends. You're rich. You're a rich individual.
So what's your high moment, Russ? Let's just keep it solid here. Go from low to high, 1 to 1.
I mean, I don't know. There's been a lot of times now. Every time that I
So
can
what was the first time? I mean, was it the paying the meal for your friends? That was the first time.
That's the first time I can remember paying for several $100s worth of meal, where I knew that my friends were gonna talk about, like, well, which one did you get? And like, it was going to mean something to them to break it down. And I was able to take that burden off of them. And that felt special to me. Also, the first time I took my mom to Morimoto, and I was just like, everything you want. Let's get more sake. You want the most expensive one? Let's do that. It was like a $500 bill for 2 people. She was toasted as hell. She wrote Morimoto a note on a napkin and asked to talk to the manager and gave it to him. Said, "Can you give this to Morimoto?" And then afterwards, I went up to him and I was like, "Thank you so much for giving my mom the time of day."
Hey, you know what's beautiful about your story, Russ? Your mom was at both ends. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope, dude. Good on you.
Speaking of which, I have a story with Russ's mom on both ends. Here we go.
Thanks for
pulling the rug out, Ben. I love you, Ben.
I've had too many low moments for myself. I don't really want to bring them up. Like, I can remember my mom giving me Old Spice for one Christmas because money was so tough, and me being too young to really realize the gravity of that. I always look at that as a low point for me morally. I should have done more to make my mom feel better, but I was a young asshole. And then, living on your own, there are plenty of times. I definitely can't think of the first as far as high moment, but I can say recently, like, pretty great taking Kelly's mom and stepdad to The Prisoner and having just a rip-roaring fucking time, and they didn't have to pay shit. Having that all handled. Of course, Thank you, Alex. You definitely help with that. Phenomenal. You came with your dad, and then your fucking Rob got to talk to your dad. That was, yeah, such a rich experience. Whether or not it cost a ton of money, that I feel like that was one of my most feeling the richest.
That's nice because I feel like that's funny because that kind of brings it back to some of the off show conversations been having about quality of life versus quantity of life, and it's an interesting dichotomy in this movie. Does he actually have a better quality of life, or is it simply quantity? Like how much of his earnings, his money, his lifestyle is as much of an addiction as his addictions?
Oh yeah, I feel like the whole here's all the drugs I do, but my favorite drug is this, and they show it like it's cocaine, but it's not. It's the money. And it totally is. Yeah, when you got nothing but liquid cash at your fingertips, that's the best drug of all. Because you can buy other drugs.
Yeah. Food, family time, vacation. These are the drugs. I mean, these are the drugs that are part of society. Like, I feel like that's the underlying theme here that nobody really appreciates is how much this movie is a commentary on the capitalism of America.
Yeah, it helped pay for this MGD right here.
Yeah, for this glass of mixed alcoholics.
Nor my prisoner Chardonnay. I do love Chardonnay.
God, I miss Storm Child.
Yacht, helicopter, Ferrari. You got the money for all three. Which one are you going to buy first?
Yacht.
That's not even.
It's not even a conversation worth having.
You could put yacht
but then
up against.
If you get the yacht first, you don't.
Things.
I guess you get to bring the helicopter into it, and that's pretty cool. And then you buy the car, and you get to drive the car to the place where you've got the yacht that you just landed the helicopter on.
Dude, even the yacht without the helicopter pad, I've at least got the helicopter for an emergency at sea rescue, right? Like if I get in trouble, like just yeah, dude, all day long. If I'm got money to run a boat, why am I on land?
Dude, helicopter? Screw it. I'm just on a boat, motherfucker, on a motherfucking boat.
Motherfucking boat.
Oh shit! Grab your towel. It's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. Let's get to it because this movie deserves to get the wad out. Martin Scorsese. Just listen to the Rewatchables episode of Cape
cousin?
Fear. No, it's this guy. He's only the next Martin Scorsese. Rewatchables just did Cape Fear. Now I've never seen Cape Fear, but they really make me want to watch it. Yeah, I've never watched it.
You've never seen Cape? Oh my god.
No.
Isn't Cape
so many.
Fear...
I'm blown away, dude. I've seen that like at least 3 or 4 times. I don't even like scary movies.
I did watch Blown Away.
Isn't Cape Fear the one where he ties women to the cement block and dumps them in the water? Is that one?
I've never seen it, so I can't fucking tell you. So why are you asking?
Been too long since I've seen it.
If it is, then it's okay. You're fine not watching it, Ben.
No, they talk about he bites somebody's cheek off.
Oh, that's not that movie then. Oh, okay. I know Cape Fear.
All right.
Yeah.
Cape Fear is a good movie, but
relevant, always good for relevant conversation.
They do a lot of really good talking about how it's kind of like a monster movie, only the monster is a human being. But that's neither here nor there. I think we've covered Scorsese in Goodfellas, Bibbidi Boop. What else have we done? Any other Scorsese? Godfather?
Yeah,
he didn't do Godfather.
A bunch.
He didn't do Godfather. That was just me getting rise out of Joe.
Gangs of New York.
Oh, Gangs of New York, right?
and
His
Casino.
masterpiece.
Didn't we do Casino?
Have we done
No,
Casino?
No, we did
I don't think
Goodfellas.
we
did
haven't. I don't
Goodfellas.
think we've done Casino
I
yet.
don't
We did
think-
Goodfellas.
Because we haven't talked about Joe Pesci pushing Susan's.
No, wait.
What's her name? Sharon Stone's
talked to-
face into his. What?
Yeah, we talked
we
about
talked
it.
about it as
when
part
we
of
did
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Right.
I think
Right.
we've only done the Gangs of New York and this movie and what was the other one you said? Whatever, Joe.
Regardless, we've
I'm
talked
pretty
about
sure it's Goodfellas.
Scorsese, right?
So we
that's
have
the,
talked
that's the
about
writer.
Scorsese. We've already grabbed the D and we've presented it, and then we get to the W, based on a book by Jordan Belfort, who has a cameo in this movie. The guy who did the screenplay is well known for like Sopranos and other shit. I think his name's Terrence something. Let's get to the A. Just like in the opening scenes of this movie, we're gonna get to the A right away. Leo was
Ben
paid
always rushes to the
$25
A.
million. $25 million. A quarter of the film's budget went to this guy. Do you think that's because he said, look, this might ruin me for any other movie because I'm portraying such a fucking nut? Nope, don't hear any audio from Joe.
No, I think
No,
that
it was just where he was at. That was his ticket price at that point. What?
that's your fault.
Yeah.
Joe sounds great. Um,
Always
I-
sounds very
I
good.
would say- personally, God damn it.
Yeah, did you want to tell me to
Just
shut
like
up?
the-
That's the part Mike likes.
Hey,
The
Ben.
fuck, dude. Although I do
Ben,
admit in
shut
Galaxy
up.
Quest, when you say "fuck you, Ben," I really laughed. I thought that was really really
Dude, right in the beginning of Galaxy Quest, you're like, do you want me to host? It's like,
yes.
all right,
Yeah, it was
thank
a lot
you.
of fun. A lot of
Oh
But
fun.
my
I-
goodness.
I would argue that this is his best performance, even though it's not the one he won Best Actor for. I think, like, what stands up to this one? Catch Me If You Can, Aviator.
I mean, Aviator.
I feel like the acting in all his other films are a different level than this. This movie is such an assault, and he so embodies like I feel like Jordan Belfort really got away clean with having DiCaprio wanted to play him. Like, did you guys look up any of the real Jordan Belfort's speeches or anything after watching the movie?
Oh yeah, no, I was. I knew about Jordan Belfort before this movie came out.
Definitely
movie
not
didn't-
as fun to watch or listen to as Leo
No,
DiCaprio.
Not even close. Not even.
Not
close.
even fucking
Highly
close.
successful entrepreneurial motivator, though.
I mean, how successful? Like negative 100 million fucking net worth. Is
yeah,
that
how much
success?
is he paying? It? How much is he paying his accountants?
For the record,
I mean,
that's
you-
how much.
I mean,
That's how
Wait,
much.
what did he go to jail for? Wait, hold on. Are we? Can we be subpoenaed?
Tax
for this?
evasion.
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, no, that was
Whoa.
Capone.
Yeah,
Te-
Capone.
technically, that's how much Elon Musk goes up or down on any given day.
Isn't that
So
fucking
is it
nuts?
really that bad?
Maybe
Okay.
Musk should just give him a loan.
Hey, look, here's how I see it.
Give
If
me a
he's
loan.
if he's playing their
Whatever. If
game,
he's not
by
solving
their
world hunger, then
rules-
he ain't giving somebody a fucking loan. Elon Musk, eat a dick. What?
and he's not taking money from me, more power to him.
I
If
mean,
you- if you
just 'cause
got-
he
if
didn't
you
get
got a
you to
product-
invest.
If you got a product out there that you're gonna, hey, somebody paid for me to go see one of his bullshit things. And if
You
you,
know what's
got
funny?
if you got
Yeah.
a product people are willing to pay for, then sell it, man. Sell it.
I'm gonna tell you guys a really stupid
Shit, I'm
story,
looking for product ideas.
and it's gonna fall on
Make
deaf ears
comments.
until Mike listens to this. Mike and John. So this is for you guys. You're gonna listen to
Throwing
this
two of
episode
them
again.
out.
But when I was growing up, which was after you guys were growing up, so there were different things happening in the world. You had paper, I had computers. So when I was growing up, I played a game called EverQuest. And the producers of that game uh didn't really care about people's feelings. And
No, they were like, "You're gonna be ever questing for pussy after this, you fucking nerds."
right. And it's fun. But one thing I remember is people would set up their own casinos in it. And it would be like, hey, bring your money here, roll some dice. If you win, I'll pay you out double. If you lose, I keep the money. And then every now and then someone would set up this casino, you'd give them your money, you'd win, and then they would just log off. And you'd be like, oh, fuck me, right? And you'd petition to Sony, and they'd be like, well, sorry, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
And
not
then-
actually a sanctioned thing by us.
Well, and then later, World of Warcraft came out. People did the same thing, and they would complain to Blizzard Entertainment. And Blizzard was like, this is fucked up. We got to take out these scammers. Not a safe space for our people here. And
That's
they
right,
did that
because
shit.
the people
And I
who
always
made
remember
World of
thinking-
Warcraft were EverQuest players. They were like,
Figured.
"Fuck that shit."
I just
Sure.
always
That's not
remember
right.
thinking Blizzard is a bunch of bitches and they're not helping our youths. They need Sony teaching them lessons and like, fuck all those people they stole all that money from. Those are idiots.
Opposite though, right?
Where?
I think your point
Jordan,
was the
you
opposite.
know, it's
Sony
Jordan,
wasn't helping the youth.
Belfort. Jordan.
I'm coming back to the Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, we're not
Whatever.
done yet.
All those people who fell for that telemarketing scam, when he gets that first person on the phone, he's like, my wife's gonna kill me, but how about 20,000? And they're all laughing at him like, yeah, it's because you're a fucking moron.
Welcome to stocks and bonds, dude. The penny stocks market is insane. It's absolutely insane. Millionaires get made every day in the penny stocks market, and they get broke every day
Crazy.
in the penny stocks
Crazy.
market. It's nuts.
You know
Mike
who
and John,
else
that was
is
for you.
this?
Crazy.
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is crazy. I think we've talked about him a bunch. Manny McConaughey, what can you say about Margot Robbie? Also covered her in film in The Suicide Squad. Have yet to do I, Tonya. Now, have you guys seen I, Tonya?
No.
No.
Well, you've totally let me down because the question is this or I, Tonya a better role for her? Dude, that movie's fucking good. You guys should watch it. You want to see some acting chops. She's got it. You know what I think's
Yeah.
impressive is that you never hear the Australian slipping through. She might go a little heavy into like a New Jersey accent, but you never see her Australian slipping through. She's got that shit down.
Well, what about her
Also-
is Sharon Tate in
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, I feel like that's a role she slid into supernaturally. Like it didn't even require anything. She's already so close. But the stretch for I, Tonya, and in this, I feel like naturally, I feel like I've seen enough press with her. She's not naturally like this amazing sex kitten, but she could be. Holy
Would
shit.
not be hard.
She
I mean, that
could
was
be
hard.
with Jesus. I mean, dude, the first 5 minutes of this movie, I'm like, I'm gonna watch this movie once a month from now on. Maybe not
I
all
want to
of it.
know if that
Definitely
is
the
that
beginning.
her. Is it her ass double that he blows the cocaine into,
No,
or is
see,
that actually her?
it swaps from her on the bed to the hookers when he's saying he gets 5 to 6 a week. That's
Oh,
not
you're right,
her.
You're right. You're right.
No,
not
that's her on
she
the
doesn't
bed.
Like the
And
drugs.
When she seduces him on their date,
Ben,
and then
instantly
she's
got the
naked in
info.
bed. Actually, her naked. Just saying. Thanks, Mr. Skin. Meathead, Rob Reiner's in this movie. Pretty
See?
crazy.
Mr. Skin, not thank you. Thank you, Margot Robbie, because she
Yeah.
was like, I want to do this nude.
hmm
She-
You've done the work, and had a smart reason for it with the whole. This is her currency. This is what she is, dude. When she comes into that party and everybody goes nuts and they say, I'd let that girl give me AIDS, and then Jonah Hill starts jerking off in the middle of the crowd. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like that's much fiction in there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I haven't been to too many parties where everybody's eating fistfuls of
damn.
Quaaludes, but
Well, you never were at Bill Cosby's house.
Vintage Quaaludes too. Like, I mean, they make a point of drawing out the fact that these are the right ludes.
Yeah, you can't even get them anymore. They're buying a limited stock. Yeah, the lemon scene always is really funny to me. Kyle Chandler, that plays the FBI agent that's coming for him. I don't know why, but with that guy, I just want Ron Livingston. I'm like, why don't you just give me Ron Livingston? I enjoy him so much more.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's decent.
Whenever I see him or Ron Livingston, I always think of the worm guy in Godzilla, the American Godzilla. What's his name?
Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. All right, there's a lot of great little pop-ups in this where you're like, holy shit, this person's in it?
Matthew Broderick. I always think that those three are like the same people.
What? That's not even.
Dude, I would have given you Kyle MacLachlan, but Matthew Broderick?
Broderick?
They just all have that
There's
like black
fucking
hair.
Bueller?
No, yeah, no, not even.
They're all just black hair.
The chick that Rooney
shaved
mistakes from behind for
facial
Ferris
structure.
Bueller looks more like those guys than Ferris Bueller does.
There's other people out there who look similar, but they're all like same age group, same haircut, same beard, which is nothing with like
all
a little bit of
redheads look
stubble.
the same, is what Russell
Erroneous.
Just
Erroneous on both
that
counts.
That shit happens every time there's a redhead who has a beard. I was watching Dungeons and Dragons today. That'll be our next movie, by the way. Dungeons and Dragons today.
Nice.
And I don't remember if it was in the movie or in a preview or what, but Logan looks over at me and he's like, "Is that you?" And it was just a fucking redhead with a beard.
I think that was the yeah, you never answered. How shitty is that Beast Wars movie gonna be? On a scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna go 10 shits out of shits as to Jesus Christ, quit making these Transformers movies already.
10 is
Michael Bay.
The worst.
Yes.
See, when on your shit scale,
the only
you
thing
limit
this movie
yourself.
was missing
Nobody wants you to
Michael Bay.
litigate the shit scale.
My
Come on.
my shit scale goes to 11. So 11.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Spinal tapped me. All right. This movie has a lot of people who pop up that you're like, oh shit, that guy, that's awesome. Who is your favorite?
I mean, Matthew McConaughey. Personally.
Yeah.
Does he count?
All right. Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Punisher guy, Brad Bodnick.
Yeah, dude, John Bernthal. When John Bernthal shows up, I'm like, I forgot he was in this, and I love him in this role. He is so fucking. Can I get some ketchup? Dude, so funny in this role.
Okay, but Rob Reiner, the dad, and the
meathead,
the progression that they go through with him, where he's like, first he's just really mad, then he ends up talking about shaved women, and he's like, "Well, I like the bush," and then later down the line, he's like, he's like joined the crew on their insanity on some level. And he's got that total like Jewish dad vibe to him. I just really like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, John Favreau, speaking of Jewish dads, John Favreau and his couple little scenes, pretty fun. I got to give runner up to Spike Jonze. Spike Jonze is the guy who tells him, if you make $10,000 today, I'll suck your dick, and I want you to do it. Really funny little thing for, I mean, that guy directed the Sabotage video, man. Come on. That's badass. Right. Anyway.
What about Kenneth Choi? He's the Asian guy who's their friend, and when they're kind of interrogating the gay dude who had the party at his house and everyone, stole the money out of his drawer,
Right.
and the guy's
Right.
talking, and he just walks up to him out of nowhere and like karate chops him in the face, and he starts bleeding. So good.
I'm gonna. Yeah, why are we asking this guy questions anymore? It's time to hit him. Yeah, no, he's actually. I think he's pretty fucking great in this movie. All of the little main side guys. I really like Otter. Pinhead is a little too much, but Otter I find very, very funny. But I got it written down. Ethan Suplee. Oh, we're gonna dive deep on this one.
Are
Ethan
we?
Suplee.
Oh, I thought you said
What's your favorite
Suckley.
Ethan Suplee movie?
Who the fuck is Ethan?
I
Suplee?
have one.
Oh,
Hang on.
Which character?
or
is he?
Ethan Suplee. So he started out in
No,
a
which
few.
character is he in
actually,
this movie?
No,
he's in Clerks. So Kevin Smith gave him a break, and then he was the extremely obese skinhead in American History X, and then had a really great
Oh.
trajectory of getting himself under control, getting more roles. I'm really glad that he's made it into where he's at now. I always felt like he may have been on the road to or no, he's not in Clerks, he's in Chasing Amy, my bad. But I felt like he was always kind of almost on the road to something. But he's had some longevity. What's your favorite Ethan Suplee film and or role, Russ, since you've got one?
I had to look him up to remember all his roles, but
Oh, it's fucking Mallrats.
I mean, I feel bad picking this movie because Ben's gonna call me on it, but him in Evolution, he's pretty fucking funny, but he's like extra fat.
Yeah, that's why you
So-
like him. Is because you hate fat people. And you,
No, I
it's
just
funny because he's
great.
fat.
He's always in like the sweat stained white t-shirt, and he's walking out with like the Cheeto puffs all over his fingers, and he's
Yeah.
just looks he's so sweaty and so gross, and he just does it so well.
But Mallrats, he's the guy who brought a sack lunch and he's trying to see the picture in the 3D picture, and then the kid comes up
Oh,
and says
you're
it's a
right.
schooner. Yeah, kid comes up says it's a schooner.
Right.
It's not a schooner, it's a boat. You know what? That's not even the Easter Bunny down there. It's just some guy in a suit. Oh my god, so funny. So funny. Yeah.
Didn't they jump the
good
Easter
for
Bunny
you.
too?
Have you
Good
seen
movie.
him now?
No.
Like in the
Not- I
process of
mean-
looking him up?
No.
You do yourself a favor, and that is a guy who has turned himself around.
For real. Yeah.
He
I
is-
hope he gets a chance to kind of I don't know, dude. I've watched that guy a long time and I feel like I want to see him hit another level.
He's trying to get so big that he can't have any like extra skin from the weight that he had. He's built like the Mountain now from,
Oh wow.
Game of Thrones.
He's like, I'm-
yeah.
yeah.
God damn. God
Yeah,
damn.
he
For
is-
that next Game of Thrones.
Do it, son.
He leveled up.
Another really great smaller role that I mean, dude, you look through the cast in this and I feel like it's longer than any other movie I've ever scrolled down through the entire cast of. There's so many fucking
Right.
tiny roles in this. But Joanna Lumley, who plays Naomi's aunt
Aunt-
from England,
Aunt
she's
Emma.
I forget if her name's Patsy or Betsy, but she's from Absolutely Fabulous. Really fucking hilarious English sitcom, but really good in this. And I love the bench scene where he's like, "Is she coming on to me?"
Oh, yeah.
And then, yeah, is he coming on to me? So funny, dude. So funny.
No, really the filmography of all of the cast, I think, is what brought them to the movie. Like this was one of those ensemble type deals. It was like, this is a true story that's incredibly outrageous. It's an opportunity
Mhm.
for everybody to dip their foot into the pool. Whoever did
Oh,
the
dude, and
casting
it's-
was brilliant.
It's- Scorsese's going to do it. I feel like people probably lobbied to be in this movie. I feel like he probably had to turn down a lot of people who wanted to be in the movie so that it wasn't nothing but names in every single role.
Right. Like this was a Warhammer Sunday pre-release. Everybody was on the phone at 12 o'clock when the FLGS opened up wanting to get on the list.
Did you guys ever watch?
Everybody can relate to that. Did what the fuck? What was that?
Everybody called him a bitch. Did you guys ever watch? Did you guys ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
No.
No.
Oh, well, really great
it was
show.
written by this writer, though.
It was actually no, it was. Yes, it was written by it, and it was produced by Scorsese, though.
Yeah, don't doubt it.
But
Don't doubt it.
incredible show. I have not watched the whole thing, but everything I have watched is really, really good, and I want to go back and watch it after talking about this. But the guy who plays DiCaprio's captain of his yacht, who's like, well, it might get a little choppy, and then he just goes out there anyways. He plays a good role in Boardwalk Empire, and he's actually a good actor. And
he's been in a lot of stuff. He's quite funny. He's a good comedic actor. I've seen him in things where isn't he fucking Drew Barrymore's character's future husband in The Wedding Singer?
Holy shit, let me find out.
That's a deep dive. Go to work, Googler. Go to work.
I'm telling you, dude. Come on, let's play. I want to play bomb for money. What was I gonna say? God damn it! Oh, Edward Herman as the voice in the commercial at the beginning, dude. What a fucking flex to have the villain of the Lost Boys narrating your commercial. That's like that's some high level shit.
It's an ensemble, no role. It's like you said. This guy he had a fucking waiting list of people, and he was able to pick through. He probably assigned that shit to his assistant. Hey, go through and match up all these people.
I don't have time for all this shit. People keep emailing me. Fuck it. What do you think is the point? I know. There's the whole. Okay, there's the whole scene where it's do it to me like it's the last time. But Naomi was done with this motherfucker before that. When would you say the final straw hit the floor? Do you guys, I feel like there's a scene that really embodies when you're going to say, I am done with this man as Naomi's character. Because I really connected with that character. Because I used to have long flowing blonde locks as well.
So I was not expecting this question, so I didn't do my homework on it. But I have to ask, was him and Donnie getting super high and rolling around on the floor fighting with the cords? Was that before or after? Because if that was before, then that was the moment right there. That was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, by the way. That was an incredibly, like I read one of the fun trivia things about this movie is Scorsese wanted them to do most of their lines unscripted, like just come up with it. And knowing that about that scene, I would have so much fun as an actor if he was just like, pretend you're high as shit, fighting your friend, and you can't move very well. And just like, hey, and like trying to strangle him with a cord and like holding onto his foot as he's crawling away from you and be like, hey, get you! Ah!
Yeah. I know. I definitely saw that, and I thought of her like, we once as a group when I was much younger took mushrooms, and one of the kids kind of got a little on a different vibe than everybody else. That's really what happened. He was on a different vibe than everybody else, and everybody else had to deal with the fact that it was like this one creeper was fucking up everybody else having a fun time. I could really feel like you're pregnant, you got your kid in the house, and you got these two fucking maniacs who are, I mean, there's no talking them down. You know what I mean? They're not just drunk. There's no, you need to sober up and fucking shape up. Like they
Dude,
are, you're going to have to
she
just
went to the
watch them
door.
destroy your house.
She went to the door and saw the Lamborghini before she ever tried to deal with that situation. So she
Oh
knew
my God.
what she was walking into.
That's one of my favorite bits when they come get him the next day. And he's like, oh, I didn't make it home without hitting anything.
That's my favorite scene of the movie is when they figure flash that Lambo on the screen and you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, the fact
And
that they
then
recorded
everything that came before
was
is
made
a
up.
second scene. Like, I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
like it all plays out in your head as a totally second scene where you're like,
Well, and that
Yeah.
made me question. Like, I've driven like, oh, cover your ears, police officers are never going to watch this, but I've driven high before, and I am a really bad high. Like, and I remember my interpretation of when it hit me. I was, I think, 5 blocks away from my destination, maybe 4. And I was like, fuck. And I started having a panic attack. And like, I drove so slow. I remember I was at a stop sign and I looked both ways and I waited so long and no cars were coming. And I remember feeling like it was taking forever for me to get through the street. And now
You went
after
3
watching
ways
this,
instead of both ways.
after watching this movie, I wonder if I was like hitting dogs or something
you
on my
looked into
way.
the past, you looked into the future.
Yeah.
I'm not going to discuss all of the various circumstances of my driving condition. I will
What do you
say
think was
that
the
I've
worst thing you were ever on to drive on, though? That's what I want to know, just from Joe.
man, that's a whole other
Just from
conversation.
Joe.
No, it was
For
acid.
me,
it
for
was
me, I
acid
feel like
behind the wheel
right.
peaking at sunrise.
right. I feel like Kenny was
Yeah,
right
no,
when
that
he
was
said
bad.
LSD is the worst drug to drive on.
Yeah, don't
I
do
think he
that.
was right.
Don't do that.
I think he was right.
That's not a good
It's
idea.
you don't even enjoy it. You're not even gonna have fun with it. It's yeah, it's not even that good. Personally, I feel like when the yacht slams down and the water comes through and probably almost kills them on the bridge, that's where I would say I'm probably done with this guy. And based on them dancing with the South American guys, I feel like that was the point. She's like, fuck this, I'm done. Any one of these nice, sweaty young men want to take me in front of my husband, I'm going to see how it goes. It didn't go there, but
Was she ever really in the actual marriage? I mean, as soon as it became apparent that his financials were drying up and were a problem, she was out the door.
see, but I don't believe that. I think she had more to do with the kids. I know that's an easy out to take, but I feel like it was the kids.
Well, it's the unspoken, unpopular opinion. And I'm probably going to get roasted for this if we ever actually get people
you
to
will.
watch the
78
watch the
viewers are gonna
show.
call you a dick.
Yeah.
Thank you, 78 people, for
Yeah,
Hey, yeah,
watching
thanks
this
for making
show.
it this far. Like, subscribe.
Watching this show like 10% of the time.
we're just gonna let that comment drop. I'm good with it. I had enough time to think about it. We're not gonna talk about that.
That's right,
All right.
idiot.
All right. Yeah, I think the WOD's done. We finished in the A. We had a lot of fun. This movie's a lot of fun. You guys have any closing thoughts? Anything you really wanted to bring up that we didn't get to? And I feel like we've been recording 2 hours, but maybe I'm wrong.
It feels like that, like much like this movie. It kind of turns into a haze.
Yeah, we started after 10, actually. So
I don't know,
we're good.
man. I had a lot of anyways, a lot of fun memories. This movie brings up a lot of good times.
I'll watch it again.
Yeah, that's weird.
I recommend it. I also recommend liking, subscribing, click that bell, notifications on all, and leave us a comment. What do you think is the worst drug to drive on? Let us know.
That's fair.